Woolly wren magic. Sheepies! Sheepies! Happy boys! So just a little update. Here you can see we're just rugging up Ren and Myra. That's little Myra in the shot there. And we actually just had to purchase calf rugs, obviously made for little baby cows, because these two little donkey babies are so tiddly that your average small full rug wouldn't fit. I think at this point they're like 2'3", 2'6", I think. And our rugs only began from 2'9" onwards, so they were super tiny. But they look very cute, and they've got some handy little leg straps to keep it all in the right place. Another update on Myra is that when Myra was originally born, early in 2024, we didn't know if he was male or female, because the little donkey baby didn't display the usual private areas of either a male or a female. It sort of had a little bit of both, and after multiple vet visits and hormone tests and blood tests and referrals, etc., the vets agreed that Myra had more testosterone in his system than anything. So Myra, who we had first presumed was more female than male and have always been calling her a girl, is actually a boy. So that's very confusing. We believe I keep wanting to say she, you see. He, right there in the shot there, walking over, there's Myra, is the only hermaphrodite miniature donkey that we know about in the UK. However, if you've heard of a hermaphrodite miniature donkey, then please reach out, because it has totally bamboozled our vets and even all donkey organisations like the Miniature Mediterranean Donkey Association and the Donkey Sanctuary. So let me know in the comments below if you know of a hermaphrodite miniature donkey. So we don't know yet if Myra will need to be gelded, or if he would be able to reproduce, etc., due to the strangeness of having a little bit of each private area. So Myra's a bit of a mystery. Two happy sheep, freshly sheared with their click liquid on. That's why it looks a bit weird all over them, to prevent the flies from affecting them. And this next little bit is random. We go into the goat shed just before we set up for the donkey show, and we just get lots of cuddles, and I just thought you might want to see. So what happens in your standard donkey showing class is the whole ring does a walk and an individual trot around, and then the judge and the steward will ask you to line up individually and then come out one by one, and this is where the judge will assess each donkey individually. They'll be looking at its conformation, its coat, how clean it is. They'll usually ask to see a hoof and its teeth, looking if it has an overbite, underbite, etc., or if it's just beautifully aligned, which is the ideal. And yeah, just generally how their legs are, how they move, if they're slightly cow-hocked, etc. Now, to me, Coco just seemed a bit flat. I think it was very hot. She just wasn't really feeling it, so she wasn't very enthusiastic. However, she was still a very good girl. We were unbelievably proud of little Wren at her second Wooler show. So last year she went, as you would have seen on Dinky Donkey Diaries Part 5, but she was in the ring with her mum doing the best full class, whereas this year she's obviously back as the best yearling. And she was the only one in the ring, which I always think is such a shame when you've got a young, inexperienced baby donkey who has only been just happy enough to be leading in its little show bridle the last couple of weeks. We've been training quite hard, but she is very, very sassy and certainly knows her own mind. So we were very, very pleased that she was happy to just walk around the edge. She sometimes wanted to run out. However, everyone was very impressed with her lovely grown-up behaviour. And we even got a couple of nice little trots, as you can see now. Look how stunning she is. some more shots from around the showground that afternoon at Glendale Show. And just a brief update, why has it taken a whole year to get the next episode of Dinky Donkey Diaries out? Life's been pretty busy. So I've moved house, I moved my horses onto livery, my parents have moved house away from where I've always grown up, we've had to move the animals, and it's just all been rather chaotic. However, looking ahead, we're very hopeful that we've got a beautiful lifelong home secured for Marco and Myra, who are now a beautiful bonded pair, male donkeys together, and we hope that Woolly and Magic, two of our older broodmares, are hopefully pregnant, but we're just keeping everything crossed. That's Woolly and Magic there on the right of that shot with little old Bella, bless her. So just keep everything crossed that Woolly and Magic are going to have a baby. It's rug day for the miniature donkeys. Trying all the rugs on and seeing which ones fit which donkey. Is that nice? Do you like that one? Hey, do you like that one? We're going to switch these two around and see if that blue rug looks better on Myra and the purple one looks better on Ren. They'll all probably not recognise one another now. Everyone might smell different with the rugs on.
So it was quite low on her, but it's quite high on her, which is interesting,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That little purple one looks a lot better on Ren than what this did on Myra.
Yeah. That's too
Switch
bright.
them round. Well, on her front bit. Yeah, I see what you mean. Let's adjust. All the adjustments. It's just funny watching them all interact, I think. Everyone's very happy with their rugs on. Marco? Woolly? Woolly, sporting her nice rug, hopefully having a baby next year. Magic sporting her rug with a little neck, also hopefully having a baby next year. Our oldest girl now, after losing little old Bella, bless her. Coco with her nice rug. She's rather camera shy today, doesn't want to be on the vlog. Myra in his rug, now that we've swapped between his and Ren. We've got Marco sporting his nice rug. And then we've got Ren in the purple. Walking the catwalk. Off to the field they go with their rugs on. Never easy leading 6 miniature donkeys at once. But Mum makes it look easy. Years of practice, I suppose. Yeah. Quite happy, aren't you? working out who it is. So we've got to get the coats ready for the rug. And the donkey, because they've got a different coat, you've got to kind of flip the hair gently back and forth to release all the stuff that's hidden in the coat. As Rafi is nice to demonstrate. Go little rug on, Rafi. Go on then, little man. Adorable. Rafi, you're stunning. You're stunning. Hey little man.